Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to talk to you a little bit more about plaid shirts. So I don't know about you guys, but as I was getting into selling men's clothing and clothing in general, I was coming across a lot of different plaid shirts, flannel shirts, and I didn't really know a lot about the different styles that were out there. So I wanted to do some more research on eBay and try to figure out, what style of plaids sold the best on eBay. What sold slowest, what I shouldn't be picking up, what I should be picking up, and just learn a little bit more about the different styles, what the names were, so we could use those specific plaid names in the keywords in our listings. So as I started doing this research, I got on eBay and just typed in plaid shirts. There are over 1 million plaid shirts listed on eBay. So how do you make your listing stand out in front of 1 million different listings? You got to use the right keywords. So I put together this little reseller's guide to plaid. Hopefully we're all going to learn just a little bit more about plaid. Let's go through these plaid shirts, look at the keywords, look at the sell-through rate, and let's see if we can figure this out. All right, so first, what is plaid? So plaid is a pattern consisting of vertical and horizontal stripes that intersect to form a checkered or square pattern of varying widths and colors. So you really see it mostly used in flannel shirts, but you also see it in skirts, ties, jackets, that kind of thing. So again, as I was doing this research, the market size for plaid shirts was over 1 million shirts, but the sell-through rate was only 20%, which is not that good. So hopefully we're going to dig into the different style of plaids and see which style plaid had the best sell-through rate. Now, I'm sure everybody's heard different terms for plaids. There's plaid, I've heard tartan, you hear check. So I just wanted to put this up and kind of show you the difference between these three terms. People use plaid as a term that's associated with a material usually, like the flannel shirt. But a tartan is a repeating pattern that's associated with a name or a community. Like this one in the middle here, that's the Royal Stewart tartan plaid. I don't know if a lot of people know that actual name. We're going to look at it here in just a little bit. But a check plaid is quite a bit different than these other two plaids. You can see here on the bottom, it's these evenly spaced squares. It's mostly associated with like tablecloths, but you see a lot of shirts out there and they're usually called gingham check. And we're going to take a look at those as well in just a few minutes. So the first one we're going to look at is BLACKWATCH plaid, and it's usually these dark greens and blues, and it's got a Scottish tradition and heritage. Think that Braveheart movie, the kilts that they were wearing, that is the BLACKWATCH plaid, and you see it a lot in shirts, flannels, and skirts. The market size for BLACKWATCH plaid is a little over 1,000 pieces. Now that's how many pieces are listed and how many pieces are sold. And it has a sell-through rate of 78%, which is really good. So let's take a look at BLACKWATCH plaid on eBay. So here's BLACKWATCH plaid shirt. Right now there are 572 listed. That one there does not really look like a BLACKWATCH plaid. You can see most of them are like this. Most of them are that green and blue, really dark plaids. See a lot of polo. There's Pendleton. Pendleton is a really good brand. If you see a Pendleton shirt out there, especially the wool, I'd grab it. They sell really, really well. So a lot of polo Ralph Lauren's. Polo Ralph Lauren, LL Bean, that's another really good one. I've picked up a few of these BLACKWATCH LL Bean flannel shirts, and they sell really fast. All right, so let's check out sold. Again, so 444 sold. And look at that one, Pendleton wool, $80. Well, they took a best offer, so we're not sure what it is, but a little bit less than $80. Again, another Pendleton, 35. Pendleton, look at these top four are Pendleton. I told you, Pendleton is a great brand for these plaid shirts. LL Bean, Pendleton, but look at the prices, $69. Yeah, let's see what else we've got. It's more Pendleton, Abercrombie and Fitch, LL Bean. All right, so going through these, it looks like Pendleton, LL Bean, Polo, those are your main ones you're going to find out there. And you're going to find a lot of LL Bean. That's pretty popular out there. All right, next up is the buffalo plaid, and this is probably one of the most recognizable plaids out there. Everyone seems to know this one. It's the really large, equal size squares. It's really associated with the lumberjack style. You see it a lot in flannel shirts, a lot of jackets, scarves. The market size was right at 1,979, and the sell-through rate was 29%. All right, so let's look on eBay here at buffalo check plaid shirts. So right now there are 1,500 listed. And again, you can pick them out pretty easy. They're these really big square plaids here. So yeah, most of them are going to be these red and black, but you do see a lot of the black, gray, and kind of white ones. I've never come across this blue one before. That's kind of cool. Yeah, but you get an idea here. Yeah, they're all looking pretty similar. That one's almost like a BLACKWATCH buffalo plaid. Cool. Well, let's see how many have sold. 474 sold within the last 90 days. All right, let's take a look at some of the brands. Taylor Stitch, that's a great brand to be looking for. There's Untuckit flannel. I haven't had a whole lot of luck with Untuckit. They're selling right around $20 or so. Filson is another great brand to be looking for. Again, there's Pendleton, LL Bean. Kind of seeing a pattern here. Madewell, yep, that's a good brand as well. Dixon, I have found a Dixon flannel, and yeah, that's about right. I think I sold mine for $60, and it sold probably within one day. I mean, that's just a great flannel shirt to be looking for. So you get an idea what the buffalo plaid is. It's kind of that lumberjack outdoor looking flannel. There's a yellow and black one. Don't see too many of those. All right, next up is Burberry check, and this one is a brand name. It's not just a generic plaid that's out there. This one is usually this tan, black, and red with some white stripes like this one here. See a lot of shirts, a lot of shorts. It's used as a lining for a lot of coats, and the market size is 936, and the sell-through rate is 68%, which is really good, especially when you see the prices here in just a minute. Take a quick look here at Burberry's website. Let's go into men's clothing, just so you can kind of get an idea. There we go. It's a very unique plaid pattern there. It's that tan, black, and it's always got that red stripe on it. All right, let's go back here to eBay. Yeah, so this is not like BLACKWATCH or just a standard generic plaid name. This is an actual brand name, Burberry check. So look at this one right here. Burberry check plaid shirt, $365.99. That's crazy. There's one right there, $400. I have not found a Burberry plaid shirt myself, but I sure hope to. Look at these prices. Wow. All right, let's take a look at the sold here. This is pulling up just Burberry. Oh, there's some of the plaid on the cuffs there. So $51, $85. Yeah, all the prices are, right around $100 or more. It looks like. Yeah, this is. And so it looks like they do have some different colors, not just that tan, black, and red. So I haven't actually found any of these yet, like I said, but I'm kind of learning Burberry right now along with everybody else. Yeah, I think it's safe to say, though, if you find this tan, black, and red plaid out there, I would just grab it. You're going to get some really, really great prices for these. All right, and here we have the gingham check. And again, this one is pretty recognizable as well. You see it a lot with the tablecloths, but there's a lot of shirts out there. People usually just list them as a check plaid, but you really need to use that gingham keyword. That's going to really help out with your sales. So again, it's these really small, even squares, clean and crisp looking shirts. The market size is a little over 14,000 and the sell-through rate is 19%. All right, let's get back into eBay again. Take a look at the gingham plaid check shirts here. And this is a pretty popular one. So there are 9,900 listed right now. And again, these are almost like that tablecloth, just a really small check. Different than the buffalo plaid, which are the really big squares. The gingham check, that's the really, really small squares here. All right. So again, short sleeve, long sleeve, button downs, a lot of polos. Isn't in Maine. That's a really great brand. LL Bean again. All right. Let's take a look at the solds. All right, 2,400 sold. There's Peter Millar. And I haven't had a lot of luck selling the Peter Millar dress shirts like this. Unless it's the Peter Millar Summer Comfort, those seem to get a little bit higher price. Yeah, because Peter Millar, just the regular dress shirts are going around $14, $15. And yeah, I'm trying to get my average sale price up to around $30. So I'm usually passing on these Peter Millar shirts right now. All right, so there's Brooks Brothers, Talbots. I'll tell you what, let's put in a different price here. So let's put in $25 as the minimum. And just see what brands come up for over $25 here. Eaton, don't know that brand. Southern Tide. I've seen a few of those out there, but I've always passed on them. Might have to look into Southern Tide a little bit more. Obviously, there's FootJoy, Polo Ralph Lauren. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that one. Brooks Brothers, Peter Manning. Oh, and there's Ermenegildo Zegna. And I was told in a comment that it's actually pronounced Zegna, not Zegna. But I thought I got at least that name right, but obviously I got both wrong. So always learning. All right, so now we get to Houndstooth plaid, and this is probably one of my favorite plaids. It's just a really cool style. It's got these jagged shapes that kind of look like dog's teeth. That's how it's got its name, Houndstooth. You can see it here on this detail. It's usually two alternating colors. You see it a lot in shirts, but I've seen it more on blazers like sport coats. You see a lot of sports coats with this Houndstooth. The market size is a little over 1,300 and the sell-through rate is 33%. All right, so back into eBay here again, and we've got Houndstooth plaid shirts. So there are only 839 listed on eBay right now. So a lot of Polo Ralph Lauren Houndstooth. So let's just kind of pull that one up again. You can take a look. You can see that Houndstooth pattern there. It's pretty distinguishable. All right, let's scroll down here and kind of check it out, see what we can see. Yeah, some of these don't look like Houndstooth. Like this one here, I mean, this one looks more, let's see. Oh, it is. It's just got a different kind of pattern to it. But yeah, it's got the Houndstooth. All right, now let's take a look at sold. All right, there's a Vineyard Vines. $20. Construct. There's another Untuck It. Again, yeah, under $20. Orvis is a really good brand if you find the right item. Hammermade. Never heard of that brand, Hammermade. Let's take a look at Hammermade. All right. Well, that's nice. All right, let's look at the... There we go. There's the tag. Hammermade. Yeah, I've never seen that brand. Gonna have to keep an eye out for that one. Hammermade. Cool. See what else we can find. Oh, here's an Orvis Houndstooth Windowpane wool shirt. So we're going to talk about Windowpane in just a minute, but let's take a look at this one here. Get into detail. So it's got a Windowpane plaid and a Houndstooth plaid. So you can see they used both of those keywords in their title and they got it sold, so that's good. All right, here's a cool one. This is the MADRAS plaid. So these are really vibrant colors, has really bold checks, varying sizes, and it's really associated with the summer style, spring and summer. You see it a lot in shirts and a lot in dresses. I've actually seen a lot of shorts, MADRAS plaid shorts. I'm starting to collect some of those to get those listed here in the spring really soon. The market size is 6,600 and the sell-through rate is right at 25%. All right, so here's Madras plaid shirts, and there are 5,300 listed. And again, the Madras plaid are the really bright, big, bold, colorful patterns here. You can see all the color. You can see a lot of Polo Ralph Laurens in here, I'm sure. Just about every single listing here is for Polo Ralph Lauren. Wow. Yep. Cool. Here's a patchwork Madras plaid. Yeah, those are really cool. I found a few Polo Ralph Lauren patchwork plaids like this. Haven't listed in my store. Haven't sold them yet, but I'm asking kind of a premium for them because I think they're kind of hard to come by with vintage Polo Ralph Lauren, this patchwork. All right. Yeah, there's this is more what I'm thinking with Madras, of this really bright colors like this. So let's take a look at the sold items then. 1,300 sold. And again, you're going to see a lot of Polo Ralph Lauren shirts in here. Yep, here's the patchwork Madras. Again, probably around $40 is what they got for that one. And I think I have mine listed for $39.95, so hopefully I'm right in line with that. Yep. Yeah, those are really cool. Let's see if we can find anybody but Ralph Lauren. Oh, yeah, here's Lands End. Okay. Brooks Brothers. Yeah, again, so it's really bright patterns, big, bold patches. Like we said, it's kind of associated with, summertime, spring, just these really bright, colorful patterns. Okay, here's the Royal Stewart plaid. Now, this is what most people associate with a plaid, with the Christmas looking colors, the Scotland heritage. It's these bold reds and greens. You really see a lot of shirts, a lot of scarves, and some ties as well. And the market size is only 94, but the sell through rate is 119%, which is really great. So let's take a look at those. All right, so the Royal Stewart plaid shirts. Now, there's only 43 listed. Does that mean there's only 43 of these plaid shirts out there? I doubt it. I think it's just because not too many people use that as a keyword, Royal Stewart plaid shirts. They're probably just using generic plaid, flannel, long sleeve shirt. So let's take a look at the sold items. There you go, 52 sold. So if you're using that Royal Stewart plaid keyword, you're gonna sell that thing within 90 days. It's almost guaranteed. Chaps, Ralph Lauren, LL Bean. There's another Pendleton for right around probably $60 or so. Again, Tucker Nut, not heard of that one. Pendleton, Ralph Lauren. Yeah, so again, you're seeing a pattern of these brands that are selling out there. You're looking for Ralph Lauren, LL Bean, Pendleton. All really good brands that are selling well right now. All right, and here is the Tattersall check. And this one is just really thin, evenly spaced stripes. It's really clean. I like this one a lot just because it's not nearly as busy as all the other plaid patterns. The market size is 924 and the sell-through rate is 27%. So let's take a look at some Tattersall shirts. All right, here's the Tattersall plaid shirt results. So there's 892 currently listed. And we'll take a look again, just like we always have, scrolling down, Ralph Lauren, Orvis. Yeah, I think this plaid is pretty easy to pick out. It's quite a bit different than most of the other ones out there. It's just these really clean lines. It almost looks like graph paper to me. Oh, there's Mizzen and Maine. All right, let's take a look at the solds. Okay. All right, here's Tattersall London. Let's kind of look into that one and look at the tag here. Let's see if they got a better picture. There we go, Tattersall London. All right. Let's put in another price here for this one. Let's put in $30 for the minimum. And let's just see what brands pop up for over $30 Tattersall shirts. Orvis there. Barber. There's a Filson. Paul Smith. I've not heard of Paul Smith either. This Barbour keeps coming up. Let's take a look at that. Take a look at the tag here. All right, that's what we're looking for right there, Barbour. Seems like a pretty good brand. There's a Peter Millar. Not sure why that one's selling for so much. There's Faraday. Faraday's another really good brand. I'd pick up just about all Faraday shirts. Okay, and the last one on the list is Windowpane Plaid. Now this one is horizontal and vertical lines, really clean, neutral colors, and you can see where it gets its name. I mean, it's these repeating patterns, but it's always got a square around it. It looks like a window pane, like you're looking out a window there. So it's almost the opposite of that Madras plaid, where those are the super bright, bold colors. This window pane are usually these really neutral, soft colors. The market size is right at 2,783 and the sell-through rate is 16%. All right, now we're in here with Windowpane Plaid. There are 2,400 listed. And here's another polo. Let's take a look at that one in a little more detail. Yeah, you can see kind of that pattern there. It's similar to that Tattersall pattern. Yeah, I think you're going to see a lot of different styles for the window pane. People use window pane for, Tattersall probably, and a lot of different other styles. But it's those, it's almost like a check pattern, different squares. All right, let's take a look at the solds while we're here. All right, 382 sold. There's Lands End, 511 Tactical. Yeah, that's a pretty good example of a window pane plaid shirt. Yeah, you can see it just looks like there's a window pane there. You're looking through a window. All right, let's keep on looking. Ralph Lauren. There's Untuckit again. Mizzen and Maine, again, another really good example of a window pane plaid. You see it's got just the regular overlapping stripes, and then it's got that window pane square around it. So, yeah, pretty cool look. Taylor, oh, I thought that said Taylor Swift. Taylor Stitch. Yeah, Taylor Stitch is a great brand. Take a look at that one. Look at the tag here. Very simple tag. If you see that Taylor Stitch tag, I would grab it. Okay, so how do we take all this information that we just went over and put it towards a listing or any kind of research we're doing on a shirt that we just found? So let's say we found an LL Bean shirt. Let's put in men's LL Bean shirt. Really generic. Let's see what comes up. Okay, so there's 4,300 listed. Let's make sure here we got pre-owned. All right, still 4,300 listed. Okay, let's go to sold. Sold items. All right, that's 14,000 sold out of that. So that's not a great sell-through rate. It's about 32, 33%. Okay, so now let's change that to, let's say, LL Bean plaid shirt. Again, still generic, right? All right, so there's 7,600 sold. Let's go back to, just take that off, go back to listings. So there's 21,000 listed. So that percentage, I wrote that down, that's about 35%. So it's getting a little bit better, not great. So let's say the shirt that we found is that BLACKWATCH plaid. So if we put that keyword into the listing, okay, BLACKWATCH, there's only 119 listed. Sold. 100 sold. So that's now getting up to about an 85% sell-through rate. So you're doing a whole lot better by using that keyword BLACKWATCH plaid. So not a lot of people are using that keyword. So you can see by using the correct keywords, you're really going to do a lot better with your listings. All right, I know that video is a little bit longer, but hopefully you found some information that's going to be really helpful in the future when you find these plaid shirts, knowing what keywords to use, what to look for when you're doing the research. Hopefully this helped you. And if you did find something useful, please hit that like button and hit the subscribe if you'd like to see some more videos like this. I have a lot more videos planned. I really appreciate everybody's comments out there. It's really been kind of cool. I look forward to making some more videos and seeing you soon. Thanks.